Julia Dantas, and today I'm going to show you how to get the perfect bronzy, glowy summer makeup. I also threw in how to do some faux freckles and how to get this big, voluptuous, curly, wavy beach hair. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. Starting out with my Fave HD Makeup Forever Stick Foundation, and I'm just working that in with a blending brush. For concealer, I'm using the Pure Disappearing Ink Concealer, and I like to highlight a large portion under my eyes, and then I also hit all of the high points of my face with that. So today I'm going to give myself a really nice overall bronzy vibe, so I'm still doing the same areas that I would normally do if I was contouring, so on top of my forehead, underneath my cheekbone, and underneath my jaw, but I'm just using a fluffier brush, so it's more of an all-over vibe. And then I'm just going to put some blush on my cheeks for that really nice sun-kissed look. So for highlight, I'm using my Carli Bybel palette by BH Cosmetics, and I'm just putting that on the high points of my face, so my cheekbones, my nose, a little bit on my cupid's bone. That's going to make our lips appear a little bit larger because it is attracting the light. And then I'm going to grab some translucent powder, and I'm sticking this on the outside of my eye, and this is going to be a really nice base, so if anything falls there, once you wipe it away, you'll have a really nice clean line. So I'm just buffing a really nice brown shade all over my eyelid. Next, I'm going into a darker brown shade, and I'm keeping this more at my lash line, so it kind of has a darker gradient at the lash line and then blends out to a nice wash of brown. Next, I'm picking up a black eyeliner, and I'm just smudging this all over my lash line for a really nice smoky look. Going back into that first shade we used, I am just smoking out my bottom lash line as well. Moving on to lips, I'm using my Colourpop liquid lipstick in the shade Midi, which is a really nice nude color, and since it is a liquid lipstick, it's going to stay put all day long. Moving on to the fake freckles, I'm using my Colourpop brow pomade, and this is in the shade Taupe, and then I'm also using a stipple sponge that I ordered from Amazon. This part is totally optional, but it is pretty handy. I actually learned this little technique from Online Kind here on CBC Life as well, so I'm just dipping that in and then going back and forth and just putting that all over my nose and cheeks. Picking up a really tiny defined liner brush, I'm going back in and I'm just going to define some of those freckles and make them a little bit bigger because naturally there's going to be lots of different sizes of freckles on your nose. And if you guys don't have a stipple sponge, you can totally just use this technique. So I naturally have pretty curly, frizzy, out of control hair, but I'm going to show you how to get the perfect beachy waves. So personally, I like to use a straightening iron. Since I do have curly hair, I like to smooth down the roots and then form a really nice curl. And the tighter the better because it is going to fall out. So right now we're going to look like Curly Sue. It's not going to be cute, but you have to trust me, don't touch your curls until the very end. You want it to cool in this position so that later on you have lots of body in your curls. So on either side I'm curling away from my face, and then once I get to the very back of my head, that's when I switch sides. So this side I'm going to do all the way to the very back of my head in one direction away from my face, and then the same thing on the other side. And I like to do pretty tiny sections, about ½ an inch. And I do have different makeup on because I filmed this video before I did my makeup because I wanted my hair to be done while the video was getting filmed. So now that you have finished your hair, you want to wait a good 10 minutes just to let everything cool down in this position. And then once you have waited, we're going to brush through our hair with our fingers. This is what's going to give it a really nice, big, voluptuous, beachy waves. So here's the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more from moi, check out my personal channel at Julia Dantas Beauty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!